golden chicken and potato patties with melted cheese. Take 3 chicken breasts, 2 medium potatoes, 1 onion, 2 eggs, and about 2 to 3 tablespoons of starch or flour. Also prepare a little salt, black pepper, and your favorite spices, like paprika or garlic powder. We'll also need a few slices of tomato, some mayonnaise or sour cream, and grated cheese for topping later. Lay everything out on the table before you start. It helps you cook faster and stay organized. Peel your potatoes and grate them on the fine side of the grater. When you finish, squeeze out all the liquid using your hands. Press hard until almost no juice comes out. This step is very important. If the potatoes are too wet, the patties won't be crispy and the texture will become too soft. You want the mixture to be moist but not watery. Peel the onion and cut it into very small cubes. The smaller the onion pieces, the softer and sweeter the flavor will be inside the patties. If you prefer a milder taste, you can rinse the chopped onion under cold water and pat it dry before mixing. Now take your chicken breasts and cut them into very small pieces, almost like minced meat. Try to make all the pieces about the same size. This helps the patties cook evenly and stay juicy inside. The smaller the dice, the more tender the final texture will be. In a large mixing bowl, add the chopped chicken, the grated and squeezed potatoes, and the diced onion. Crack in 2 eggs. Add salt, pepper, and all your favorite spices. Paprika, garlic, or herbs work beautifully here. Then add the starch or flour. Mix everything very well with a spoon, or your hands until the texture becomes slightly sticky and uniform. This stickiness means the mixture will hold its shape perfectly when cooking. Leave the bowl on the counter for 5 to 10 minutes. This time allows the starch to absorb moisture and the flavors to blend together. The mixture will become thicker and easier to form into patties. If it feels too soft after resting, you can add a little more starch or flour. Turn on your oven and set it to 190° or 375°. Line a baking tray with parchment paper so nothing sticks. While the oven heats up, slice the tomatoes into thin, even rounds, and grate the cheese on a fine or medium grater. Have everything ready for the topping stage later. Heat a little oil or butter in a nonstick pan over medium heat. Scoop a spoonful of the mixture, shape it into a small oval patty, and place it gently into the pan. Fry each side for about 2 to 3 minutes until a light golden crust forms. Don't worry if they're not cooked inside, we'll finish them in the oven later. This step gives them that beautiful fried aroma and color. Once the patties are lightly golden on both sides, transfer them carefully to the parchment-lined baking tray. Arrange them neatly in one layer and leave a little space between each patty. They should look firm enough to hold their shape, but still soft to the touch. Now spread a small spoonful of mayonnaise or sour cream on top of each patty. Place 1 or 2 tomato slices over the sauce. Then sprinkle a generous amount of grated cheese on top. Make sure every patty is nicely covered. This will form a golden, melted crust when baked. Place the tray in the oven and bake for about 12 to 15 minutes at 180. During this time, the cheese will melt beautifully. The tops will turn golden and the chicken will cook completely. Your kitchen will fill with the smell of melted cheese and roasted chicken. Warm, cozy, and comforting. When you take the tray out, let the patties rest for a few minutes before serving. This short pause allows the juices to settle inside and the cheese to cool slightly, so each bite stays tender and flavorful. Serve these golden chicken patties hot with a fresh salad, mashed potatoes, or rice. They're delicious for dinner and also perfect for lunch boxes or picnics. Soft inside, crispy outside, and covered with creamy melted cheese. Absolutely mouth-watering. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Your support helps us create more cozy, delicious recipes for you.